What is up, you guys? This is LEGO Superheroes Today, and today we're going to be counting down the top 10 Marvel minifigures of 2017. Of course, this list is entirely based on my own personal opinion, so if you agree, or if you disagree, drop some comments in the section below so we can talk about it. In any case, let's jump in starting at number 10 and counting all the way up to number 1. The number 10 minifigure for me is Iron Man from Spider-Man Homecoming. This figure came in set 76083 and was released with Spider-Man Homecoming, but this figure is a standout. I absolutely love this silver printing on his torso and legs. It's a little bit reflective there, and he's got all of those blue arc repulsors, which are just amazing. The gray hands always kind of put me off a little bit, but it is movie accurate, so that's cool. Got a lot of great printing on the back there with some reflectiveness. And then the biggest thing for me is when you open it up, we've got this blue head here underneath. This was a spoiler when Spider-Man Homecoming came out because, as we know, spoiler alert, Tony Stark isn't actually wearing the suit in the movie in some of the action sequences. So, unfortunately, this was spoiled for us since it was shown in a LEGO set, but that doesn't detract this from being such a great figure. So number 10 goes to Iron Man from Spider-Man Homecoming. And speaking of Spider-Man Homecoming, how about some love for the Vulture, who comes in on my list at number 9. This figure is awesome, you guys. He had a great printed helmet, and I love the torso here with the printing of the fluffy collar on his neck, because that was a nice callback to the 60s Vulture, who had that big fluffy collar on his green jumpsuit. On the back here, we have this neck brace, which is how you attach him to his massive Vulture wings, which you can see here. This figure was amazing from every aspect, from the figure to the wings. The wings are superposable. All of these move. The wings pivot down so you can flap the wings. And then there's these big turbines on the back that kind of, blow his wings through the air. So all in all, the Vulture was a great figure, and he's number 9 on my list. Coming in at number 8 on my list is the God of Thunder himself, the mighty Thor. I love some of the shiny metallic detail on the silver of his suit here. We've got this red printing. It's amazing. But let's talk about the best part, this new helmet mold. It looked awesome, you guys. The wings don't move like the movie, but that's perfectly fine because it is amazing. While we've got the helmet off here, I'll show you the back of his head where he's got these angry lightning eyes that have a little bit of reflectiveness, as you can see as I move the light. So that was cool. We've got this nice sword holster on his back here that holds 2 swords, which is very, very cool. And then we got these lightning power blasts. So you just push that back, and they kind of fly off like that. So all in all, very, very cool. I love this figure. Go see Thor Ragnarok, guys. It was amazing. For number 7 on my list, we're jumping back to Spider-Man Homecoming, to the wall crawler himself, Spider-Man. This figure came in both Spider-Man Homecoming sets, 76082 and 76083. There's no difference between the two figures, but there is a difference between this figure and the one that came out in Civil War. I'll point out a couple of the main differences here. The biggest difference is the spider. The Civil War spider is a little skinnier, and the Homecoming spider is more accurate to the MCU. There's some other little differences in the details too, from like how the belt is printed, and then of course the bugs on the back of the torso are different. But in any case, we're not here to talk about Civil War, we're here to talk about Homecoming. This figure is amazing. He's got all of these cool little printed details, doll molded legs, printing on the arms. I mean, LEGO went all out with this Spider-Man. It is absolutely amazing. It's my favorite Spider-Man figure to date. I don't know how they're going to outdo themselves, but this one is absolutely amazing. For number 6, I'm hooked on a feeling with this Star-Lord figure. I love this figure. It is so cool. The only complaint, and I'm just going to get it right out of the way, is the fact that his undershirt isn't what it is in the movie. In the movie, he's got that, alien writing t-shirt on, and in this, it's more like a sweater, but I'm sure that that's because this was based on concept art, and maybe that shirt wasn't designed yet. But in any case, I'm not going to focus on that too much because this figure is amazing. They used the new Captain America hair, which looks a lot like Chris Pratt, but the face is awesome. Looks a lot like Chris Pratt. I absolutely love the jacket. I love the brown detail on the top, the belt. I wish that we could have got printed legs for this figure, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. We've got 2 of Star-Lord's famous iconic guns. Great printing on the back there. Star-Lord also has a double-sided head, so you can have him looking angry if you need him to. And then, perhaps the coolest part is the helmet that he comes with. This helmet looks great. I've got the original Star-Lord here so you can see him side by side. The original Star-Lord looked great as well, but look at the difference in the helmet. This one almost really does look like it's lit up, whereas this one just looks like two red eyes. So LEGO knocked it out of the park with the new Star-Lord. I love this figure, you guys. I can't say enough about it. He is amazing. So Star-Lord comes in at number 6 on my list. Number 5 on my list is the adorable Mantis. I loved Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and I love her in LEGO form. This figure comes from set 76079, and it just looks amazing, you guys. There's actually something wrong with my Mantis. If you look right up here by the antenna, it looks like some of the tan printing kind of bled onto the black of her hair. But that doesn't make me love this figure any less because it is amazing. She's got great green detail there on the torso. Nice detail on the back. And she's got a double printed head, as you can see there, and it's great. I've seen some people use this head for Black Widow, and it actually looks pretty good. Something to talk about with the hair, though, is the hair is actually, like, rubbery. You can see him kind of moving it there. That was something I wasn't expecting. I expected it to be, like, a hard plastic hairpiece like normal. But in any case, I love Mantis, and she's coming in at number 5. Next up, we've got the angriest woman I know after my ex, and that is She-Hulk. This is the first appearance of She-Hulk in LEGO form, and she came in set 76078. The set itself got mixed reviews because it's kind of blocky, no pun intended, and there's not a ton of play features with it, but the minifigures were amazing, and She-Hulk is my favorite. So, this figure has a really unique green tint that the Hulk figures don't really have. I'll show you this Hulk from Age of Ultron for comparison. It's almost like a lime green, as crazy as that is. She's got a great green hairpiece too, like the flowing wavy hair that we see on Wonder Woman, but of course it's in green here. There's just so much great printing. Her head is doll printed, so you have the angry expression on one side and the happy expression on the other. I'm so glad to finally have She-Hulk in LEGO form, and that's why she comes in at number 4 on my list. The next figure on my list is a tie. It's Baby Groot. I loved Baby Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, so it makes perfect sense that I also loved him in LEGO form. We got two versions of Baby Groot. The version that came in set 76080 is right here, and the version that came in set 76081 is right here. In any case, Groot is amazing. They did such a great job with printing the detail on him. He's so cool. The Groot without the jacket on is happy, and the Groot with the jacket on is angry, which if you've seen the movie, makes perfect sense why. Something cool that I can show you here is with Spider-Man, because he's right here handy. The arms that Groot has actually fit into a minifigure's hands. If you kind of click them in like this, so you could kind of have a minifigure hold Groot, which is something really cool. Groot can't hold anything, but other elements can hold him, which is awesome. So that's Groot. There's no printing on the back of either Groot, with the exception of the red color on that one. But, yeah, it's a really great figure. I love them both, and I couldn't pick a favorite, so I had to put them both in my top 10 countdown. Coming in at number 2 is Hela from Thor Ragnarok. This figure came in set 76084. Oh my gosh, you guys. I loved Hela in the movie, and I think I love her even more in LEGO form. So, let's jump in. This has power blasts, so you just kind of click that off, and it flies off just like that. Very cool. On the torso here, she's got this great intricate printing. The little green lines there on the torso, they just look amazing, you guys. Absolutely amazing. The headdress is actually kind of rubbery. Reminds me a lot of Mantis. But it's just so amazing. Look at those, like, antlers and horns. They just look amazing, you guys. I love this figure. So, I'm going to take the cape off, too, just so that when we spin Hela around, you can see the details on the back. But she's got this angry kind of mask look there. And then she's got this look here, which is, you know, a little bit more inviting. Oh, didn't mean to knock you over, Hela. Sorry about that. I'm hella sorry about that. Okay, so then we've got this black hairpiece that you can put on her there. And then if we take the hairpiece off, I'll show you the back there. Some more intricate detail there. But all in all, guys, Hela is an amazing, amazing figure. I love this figure. I love Hela's character. I'm crossing my fingers she comes back in the MCU because I'd love to get an updated version of this figure. Maybe she'll be in Infinity War, maybe not. But I love this figure, guys, so that's number 2. Before we get to number 1, I've got to do an honorable mention, and that goes to the Hulk from set 76088, which was the arena battle between Thor and Hulk. This figure blows my mind, you guys. Lego knocked it out of the park. It is absolutely amazing. We've got his big war hammer here and his big war axe here, which actually clip into his hands, as you can see. Really a cool thing. They look amazing, but I'm going to take them out just so that while I show you the figure here, we can kind of get a little bit of a closer look. So, it looks amazing, guys. The helmet is actually attached. It doesn't come off, but it's that Roman gladiator style helmet. We've got this big blue shoulder thing that you can see is molded into the arm. Isn't that cool? I love that. It looks great. So there's that. He's got black pants. He's got this printing on the front there. No real printing on the back, but it is just so cool, you guys. I loved Thor Ragnarok. I thought the Hulk was amazing in the movie, and I loved this minifigure. Is it a minifigure? Technically, it's a big fig. I guess that's why he's my honorable mention. But in any case, I love this figure, guys. He's amazing. And now, without further ado, my number one Lego Marvel minifigure of 2017 is Yondu. I loved Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. He was amazing. He was great in the first one, but he was amazing in the second one. I'm so excited to have him in Lego form, and the detail on this figure just absolutely blows my mind. Look at all of the little buckles and swatches on the jacket inside here. He's got a Ravager patch there. Then the torso actually comes down onto the legs, the printing that is, to show that he has this big trench coat on. Just the attention to detail with this figure is unbelievable. And I love the blue color that they used for his head and hands. He looks amazing. Up top here, we've got a custom fin piece that Lego made for him, so that's great. Turning around, we've got some printing on the back of the jacket. And then the number one thing about this figure that just blew me away is the arrow. I don't know if I noticed the arrow on the box, so when I was building it and we saw that he got an arrow in the instructions, I literally remember laughing as I was building the set. Just laughing out of pure joy for how excited I was for that little attention to detail. Speaking of attention to detail, I love these little marks he has on the side of his head here and his gold tooth there. I cannot say enough great things about this figure. I can't say enough great things about Yondu, about Michael Rooker, about this figure, about Marvel, about Lego. Oh my gosh, I'm just beaming with excitement. This figure just brings out the best in me, I'm telling you. So, Yondu is my number one Marvel minifigure of 2017. So that's it, you guys. My Lego Marvel 2017 Top 10 minifigures. What did you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? I want to know. So drop some comments in the section below, and let's talk about it. Guys, thank you so much for an amazing 2017. You guys are the best followers and subscribers that anybody could ask for, and I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe. We're going to have some great content coming up in 2018, more Lego news, more Lego reviews, all kinds of great stuff. Join me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for daily Lego posts of your favorite Lego themes. This is the final transmission for Lego Superheroes Today from 2017. And as always, build on.